Good morning, YouTube. Pinchio8 here. And well, I definitely have some more planes I've ordered last week. But not a really big haul like you saw the week before, though, with both United and Southwest. Nope, this time it's gonna do. Well, I did have Delta in that one. But of course, now I've got more Delta airplanes, and these Delta planes were a definite dire need in my 1 to 400 scale Delta Airlines fleet of airplanes for my Atlanta Airport model. But these planes do operate out of here in Jacksonville as well, and this is a definite dire need of the fleet. It is none other than the Delta A321s, in both of which in 1/400 scale are by NG models, which are relatively like the newest releases. I didn't get these from Waffle Collectibles because apparently NG models came out with two of these Delta A321s. One of them is in a regular livery, and then another is in a thank you livery. And these are both by NG models, and I wanted to get started with NG because I think these are going to look good. They each have different tail fin numbers, and I think someday I might also get the other plane livery by Gemini Jets because it is a different registration number. And now that I finally have A321s added to my Delta fleet in 1/400 scale, these are going to be the very first planes that I'll be using, I guess. Also for me to reincarnate my Delta Airlines Atlanta Airport videos that you used to see before. Yeah, the reason why I've been taking a break from Atlanta is because, well, a lot of airplanes are now retiring and everything, and I never had Delta A321s before. They've really long been into the fleet, and I pretty much think soon they're gonna get A321 Neos too. So yeah, there's big changes coming to the Delta Airlines fleet. So once I do find a day to reincarnate my Delta Atlanta operations and all, with both the mainline and the connection fleet, I will have that airport as a send-off to some various airplanes that have retired, such as the MD-88, the MD-90, and now the 737-700. But the A321s are relatively new, and I believe that NG Models has done a bang-up job on these, even though Gemini Jets has produced their very own. So apparently these come in two different types, the NG Models versions. One of them is a regular livery, and then another one is in the beautiful thank you livery, which is registration November 391 Delta November. I think it's some of the most unique liveries I saw Delta ever come out with. I hope this airplane does come to visit here in Jacksonville soon. I haven't seen it in Atlanta very much. That thing's been traveling everywhere across the country of the United States. So this is a good way to start off my morning. I got some Dunkin' Donuts off of Uber Eats, and lo and behold, this package was right here. However, this is not from Waffle Collectibles. This is from a place called DieCastAirplaneStore.com. They shipped here just as quick as I thought too. Probably the same length as Waffle Collectibles would. Because apparently Waffle only has the thank you livery and not the regular livery that I would have wanted to get together. I'm still working on it though, on getting the other United airplanes, as well as more planes for Frontier and Allegiant. Now I remember all the stuff, but it's going to be a slow process though. Very slow process. But without any further delay and all the discussion out of the way, let's get these out of the box. And I do have my tube of super glue on standby in case any of these models are loose in any different kinds of parts. You can see the packaging is a little bit wet over here because it has been raining a little bit. The sun is not too bright yet because the skies are still overcast from today's rain. Alright, so a very exciting way to start it off. So Here's one of them to start off, all in the really big kinds of bubble wrap. This would be, from the looks of it, the thank you livery. And it looks like it should be easy for me to just pull this out like this and slide it out. Because whenever they do these bubble wrapping things, they always like tape them together and all, making it very, very difficult to do. Alright, and so here's the box to the thank you livery. And as it would say on the nose, dedicated to the world's best employees and customers. So that's why I guess in a way Delta is thanking us for having some of the best employees and customers. I haven't flown Delta in a long time since they got this new livery. I have, though, when they did Colors in Motion, though. Years and years ago. Alright, I'm gonna pull the other one out, which is right here, the regular livery, because what would a Delta A321 fleet be if I had only just one thank you livery, and I could also have a regular livery. Alright, these were pretty easy to pull out of their bubble wraps. And so here they are, the boxes that they come in. Looked a little bit the same, I think I'd say, as the JetBlue A321 did. I am wondering, though, if NG is interested in making another A321neo with JetBlue, because JetBlue only has a lot more than just the registration November 2002 Juliet, named after the JetBlue founder David Needleman. I've been lately making a mistake calling him David Needleton. It's David Needleman. So, my apologies for that. So here's our box here. You can see it's got the registration number, November 391 Delta November, which means this is a 100% Delta aircraft. I have also heard, I believe, from some YouTuber, I think it was probably Red River Aviation, recently on his 11th massive unboxing. When you do something like this, you get the entire Delta triangular widget all together like that. So that's really cool. I'm going to shift to the back. Looks like even back here you could get the full widget too. So that's cool. So yep, these planes are really ready to go. So I'm going to pull them out now. A little bit one at a time. It's a little better to have that foam piece on top, I heard from Red River Aviation, than it is to have the cardboard. So, hopefully no loose parts, because if that happens, I have super glue on standby. So far, so good. Yep, one piece. Thank goodness. Just my luck on the beautiful special livery of Delta thanking us. Between employees and customers. Well, I'd say Delta is thanking us, even though I'm not a Delta employee, So here's our thank you livery. And before I get a close-up of these two, I'm also going to pull the regular livery out. I believe when Red River Aviation unboxed both of his by then, he actually, I understand, got more than one of these, of the regular livery. But you know I'm only sticking to whatever, well, one registration number there is. Now, registration for this one is November 339 Delta November. I decided to read the registration off of this. And I believe about a few of these he said he had the problems with. So hopefully that won't happen to me. Foam on this one's a little looser, while the one on the thank you livery was, well, taped. I'll just get this out of the way for now. Pulling it out. Yep, one piece. No need to glue it back. Alright, well, let me move all this stuff out of the way and we'll take a good look at these babies. Nose to nose like that. Alright, well, here you have it. A very special way to start off my day with my very, very first 1 to 400th scale Delta A321s. A need for both my Delta Airlines 1/400th fleet, as well as needed for the Jacksonville airport that I'm modeling. I definitely hope this livery, the beautiful thank you livery, will come for a visit here in Jacksonville one day. It's just very gorgeous to look at. No, I still haven't forgotten about the regular livery. This is the common livery we see. Of course, this is what the second generation of Gemini jets' Delta A321s would look like, because the first releases with registrations, I think November 101 or 102, I forgot what they were. They didn't have these in-flight entertainment or Wi-Fi box antennas at all. But then they revised it, and now it looks really nice. So I look forward to having someday 3 A321s in the near future in my Delta 1 to 400 scale fleet. I also hope to get a 757-200 in the SkyTeam livery, as well as a 757-300 one day. And then, of course, for the heavies, I need an A350-900, because, what am I thinking? Ew, I don't want to do any spoiler alerts until we get to the Atlanta airport. And I also need the A220-100 and 300, although I don't know if those planes are flying around Atlanta yet, but they do fly here to Jacksonville for sure, though. So, there you have it. My very first 2 Delta A321s in 1/400 scale. Great way to start off the day in the rain like that. So, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, this is Cameron at Pinchy08, signing and pinching out. Take care, and have a good flight if you fly with Delta.